What's good, y'all? Good morning. Happy Friday. So, I said a couple lives back that I wanted to come through and give y'all some information about protecting yourself intellectually, protecting your intellectual property. There are content creators who come up with interesting phrases, interesting things that they say, different sayings, and people will come through and like basically snatch what you creatively came up with and use it on their own platform. Bigger YouTubers are very notorious for this. Like, they will come through and find a smaller YouTuber and take whatever they have, or take something that they said or whatever. Some of them give credit, some of them do, which is the only thing to do. Like, anytime I be like, y'all get off my video, I give credit to Jay Wilson for video. Because I never had video in my vocabulary until he said it. Shout out to Jay Wilson. If I take any other thing that might be said, like if I be like, well, I don't say it often, but if I be like, absolutely, credit to Rita for that. Rita is the one who was always talking about absolutely. You know, Even the Bam, the Bam be coming up with some interesting stuff. And if I say something that she done said, shout out to the Bam. Period. It's all about giving credit where credit is due. But either way, this is how you protect intellectual property. So I've told you guys about my film career, or me being a screenwriter, me doing it independently. And to be honest, this is how I'm able to protect my work. So we got the Library of Congress. This is a go-to, a main go-to that you want to go with whenever you're trying to protect something that you have. The Library of Congress is how you can protect your intellectual property. As you can see here, we have the Library Catalog, U.S. Copyright Office. This is the main thing. Copyright Office. You can register a copyright, you can record a document, or you can do research. Like, if you feel like you have something that's very, very new and very creative, but you want to know, did somebody else come up with it first? You could come here and research. You can research. Like, there are plenty of times where I might write a script or a short script, or like right now I've been trying to work on my memoirs, but I gotta start back doing that heavily. But when coming up with a title, sometimes that title can already be taken and you just don't know it. But ignorance of the law does not negate you breaking the law. And so you have to come on here, research, do what you got to do, see what's going on. And a lot of times I'll come on here and research just to see if a title is taken or somebody used it already, if the idea is already trademarked by somebody else. But you can do all these things here at the Library of Congress. This is how you set yourself up to be able to protect your creativity, to protect your intellectual property. Now, this can be used across the board. Even if we go to register copyright, literary works, performing arts, visual arts. Visual arts. I mean, if you have a picture or something that is yours, you can copyright here. You can register here. Motion films, photography, other digital content, everything. You can do it right here. So I wanted to show y'all this, just for you to know. Now, this is the Writers Guild. This is very important for me because this is how I am able to trademark and copyright a lot of my written material. If you notice on my YouTube channel, although I talk about writing, y'all don't see my scripts on here. I don't put my scripts. Now, I may do like a tutorial here and there about screenwriting, but I'm not going to put my stuff on here because somebody can steal it. Somebody can easily take my script and revise it Change a few character names, change a few character locations, act like it's theirs. That's problematic. That's why I can't share that much with y'all. Either way, this is the writer's guild. If you see right here, script registration. Script registration is where you go to register your script. Now, if you see script registration, of course, you can see the screen here, but basically, you pay for your registration. You pay to put your information here, to put your script, to put your manuscript, whatever you have that you've written. You pay to put it here, and that way it is totally cemented that you have written this, that this idea was yours. It gives you a form to fill out, a very thorough form that you fill out. You talk about the genre, you talk about the title, you talk about the theme, you talk about all these things, and you write it all out, and then you attach a copy of your document. This is how you can protect yourself if it happens that you have something out there and somebody else took it from you or stole it from you, or even if somebody else comes up with something so similar to yours, when you register and attach what you've written here, there is a date and a timestamp that comes with it. That's how you are protected. So let's say 5 years from now, somebody came up with something exactly like what I did. Well, I did it first, and it's registered here. And I have the date and the timestamp of when I put my intellectual property here. So then you have evidence if you have to go into a legal battle. So yeah, I wanted to show you guys these two different sites. I know there are people out here who are aspiring to do so many different things. Some people want to write. Some people, people want to write. People want to, do photography, all types of things. But this is how you protect your intellectual property. For YouTubers, if you really feel like your work is very, very creative, then you have to go the extra mile to protect yourself. You have to go the extra mile to register. Register your stuff. Don't let people come and take it from you. Register what you came up with. Register what you said, etc. Because, with YouTube, people can do a copyright on you. Like if you use their picture or if you use their voice or whatever, people can do a copyright. But it's different when it comes to, like, intellectual property. It's a whole different ball game. And so, if you are an intellectual and you have property and you see your property being spouted about, it may be worth your while to invest the extra money into yourself. Invest the extra money into your craft. I think whenever you register something, especially on here, when you register something here, like a script or anything like that, it might be like $35. $35. For that to protect me 10 years from now, that $35 is a $35 worth spending. Now, with the U.S. Copyright Office, I don't think you have to pay anything here, but it's been a minute since I put anything on here. So I will have to look and get more information. But either way, I wanted to inform you guys. I hope y'all having a good Friday. Take care. Be blessed. Don't stress. Trademark, copyright, all of your intellectual property. Bye.